Hello there and a very warm welcome to another edition of Channels Beam. I am Victor Matthias. It has now become a tradition for presidents to address the nation at the turn of every year. This is done to reflect on the previous year and plan for the new one. This year, President Muhammadu Buhari, amongst other things, condemned the action of oil marketers in the fuel scarcity saga and also affirmed his government's determination to improve power distribution and generation in the country during his New Year address. Did he hit the nail on the head? Did he take the bull by its horns? That's what we'll find out on the program today. But first, let's see what made the social media headlines in the past week.
Officers of the Nigerian army announced the rescue of one of the Chibok girls abducted by Boko Haram terrorists from their hostel in Chibok, Borno State. Salome Pogu was intercepted in company of another young girl, Jamila Adams, who is about 14 years old with a child and receiving medical attention. While some were basking in the euphoria of the release of one of the Chibok girls, others were mourning their dead. This is as a result of killings by suspected herdsmen in the north-central, northeastern and northwestern parts of the country. Key stakeholders and players in Africa gathered in Ghana to celebrate those who stood out in the year 2017. While Nigeria's Asisat Oshoala was named Best Female Footballer of the Year, Egypt and Liverpool's Mohamed Salah was named the Best Male Footballer of the Year.
Well, there you go. Those were the trends in the past week. But joining us now to look at the president's speech, of course, that's his New Year broadcast, is a political scientist, Boladale Adekoya. Thanks for joining us on the program.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Of course. And also we have joining us on the Google Plus Hangout, we have Isaac Abraham, who joins us from Lagos, Nigeria. Abraham, thanks for joining us on the program.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. And we also have Perkins Abaja, who joins us from Lagos, Nigeria. Perkins, thanks for joining us on the program.
Thank you for having me.
So let me start with you guys. And Perkins, just kickstart this conversation for us. I mean, you heard the president's address on New Year's Day, but what did you make out of it?
Nothing, actually.
I don't understand nothing.
I would say not. Yeah, nothing in terms of you don't tell us what we already know. You don't read our scripts. So for essential of what we already know in the public domain. What that means for me when I say nothing is it didn't inspire confidence and it didn't sell us any hope of what to expect in 2018 as against what happened in 2017 and the previous years being in power.
But the president talked about, consolidating first of all, on the gains that were recorded in terms of the economy last year. And he also talked about the infrastructure and all of that. Don't you think that is something to take away from that broadcast?
People are getting agitated in the street, and when you talk to people, because these things are happening, and we expect the president to address those critical issues. For instance, in Benue State, nothing of that was said. Quite a lot of issues happening. None of those were said. It jumped on to say, "Oh, process and restructuring and all of that." I mean, Nigeria is not longer a child where you would give milk and everybody will just be happy. And
I mean,
so we need concrete plans.
Let me come in here, Perkins. I mean, talking about the Benue, the issues in Benue, the president actually condemned those killings via a statement by his special advisor on media and publicity, Garba Shehu, where he talked about those killings being reprehensible and unacceptable. But then I'll still come back to you again on that. But let me also hear from you, Isaac Abraham. You heard what Perkins said, but let's also get your own take from that broadcast the president made on January the 1st.
Yes. Actually, from my own perspective, I'm just going to mention the power sector that he mentioned, generating 7,000 megawatts of power. You see, at the end of the day, we keep going around a vicious circle, and then it's still going to be the same thing that we're going to hear at the end of, or let's say early next year. Now, 7,000 megawatts of power, and we still don't have lights. People are still working with their generators. Like, I couldn't sleep yesterday. Everybody is. Do you understand? Those are basic things that should be addressed. It was, as Perkins said, the budget for last year. We've not even seen the effect. We've not seen how far it has come thus far. Do you get? So I always refer to, let's go back to the drawing board. Where did we miss it? Or where are the loopholes? Where are the things that we've not done in the previous ones? Then we can build on it. That's how development is done. But you can't build one thing and then it's yet to be completed. Then you start building another one. We end up going around vicious circles, and we are not making any headways.
Well, let's wait and see how that will play out. But let me bring you into this conversation. You are the political scientist. Perkins, talked about some of the things he thinks the president should have done.